And the Chiefs add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Damian Wilson in on the stop. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
At the 39-yard line.
They toss left to Howard. Oh, Howard coughs it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes right side, and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery from Chiefs touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
On first down, Williams. He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Raekwon McMillan able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Right there, 54. Right there. 54.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to give to Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
One play action, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 3rd down. Check down to Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Sanders' kick is good, and that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Going for a right side here, complete.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And with that that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Harrison Butker.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Miami set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This is Howard on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to...
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off to the races, one play and in the end zone. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's some guys, there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now?
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're saying.
And we'll see if that continues. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Being chased out left. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Ricky Seals-Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Grant sets to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this 2nd half of their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the 2nd half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not... worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own
The Chiefs defense making their way back onto the field. Recovered the fumble, up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball in the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes, eluding the pressure, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Raekwon McMillan able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Second and goal from the 6 this time. On the move to his left. Touchdown, Chiefs! First time on this drive, we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with him, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man is Graham. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One of the selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick, and he finds Parker here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Dolphin first down.
Fitzpatrick now, throw on first down. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point up and good. By Sanders.
Dolphins 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
KC's offense ready to take over. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
You had fun with this one, partner?
Yeah, I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Grant sets to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
Again, it's Howard. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? When you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
once again, they run with Breida on first down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That'll be complete to Breida. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
On the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. That one into the hands of Laird. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Robinson with a big catch. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
That's complete to Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Down at the 4-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
So don't say nothing. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 54, Mike, 54, Mike.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Miami.
We got this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
Travis Kelce.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick finding his tight end Gesicki, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Throw complete, Fitzpatrick to Parker. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
Fitzpatrick again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 35 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Jason Sanders.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Here's Mecole Hardman. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And now here comes Kansas City. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Dancing to his left. It's Kelce on the ground. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Forced out to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 30. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
This part of the game has been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Mike's by board. Mike's by board.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Buying time to his left. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Steps away to his left. And we'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
A gain there of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kyle Van Noy bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. Even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belted out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by one more.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick, and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. That is caught inside the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Kansas City defense, they make their way onto the field now. They haven't had their A game, but I guess because of their offense, they haven't really needed their A game, Charles.
No, they have not. They've done what they've had to do today, which is protect a pretty big lead. But it hasn't been the best day in terms of stuffing people and really shutting down an offense. Maybe one last possession, they can actually get that accomplished.
It's been fun for you and I to watch this shootout, though.
It's almost like someone fired a starter's pistol, and they've been going ever since.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fitzpatrick, and a completion to Wilson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Albert Wilson. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.